Welcome back. G'day, and it's Brooksy here from Brooksy's Car Restorations. Today we're gonna hopefully get this car finished. Finish detailing it, putting it back together. Give it a little tune. But first, the old girl needs a start. Need to move some cars around and what have you. I found a this is why I'm in a hurry to get this out now too, because I found a tray, really cheap tray, hopefully in great condition, so I don't have to spend a week or 2 weeks trying to fix this one. So we're going to look at that tomorrow, but in order to look at that I need to get this car somewhat drivable, and yeah, it's what it is. Alright, let's see if the old girl's going to crank over for us. Hey, it's warm in here. Alright, Beatty, let's show the viewer's house done. Oh, how good is that? I'm gonna give her a few minutes to warm up and move her around. What an awesome car though. Starts first time every time. Beetles aren't everyone's cup of tea, but geez, they're reliable. They're a very simple car, not much to work on, no issues with water cooling and, you know, water getting in the engines from dodgy head gaskets and blah blah blah. You know, is what it is. Hopefully we'll get her back on the road very shortly. But I gotta make money, so I push these two cars out, which I'm hoping they'll both be up for sale by the end of the week. Fingers crossed. Yep, and the Lancer too. But we're putting a priority on this one, only because I'm potentially getting a new tray for it tomorrow. And yeah. So when I was into it last time, I pulled out all the interior. I gotta get the seats back in, so I'm going to finish detailing this side of the car, which I've already done that side. And yeah, probably only really need to do the floor, but I might as well get in and do the whole thing, get it done and over and done with. One less job for later. So I'll see you again shortly. Alrighty, interior is now as clean as we'll get it, or as clean as we're happy to get it. There's a little bit of cracking down there on the floor, as you can see, but it's almost as good as the passenger side. Got the boot a bit cleaner, give the steering wheel a bit of a touch up. Dash is looking nicer. Door, I'll come back over and give all these a nice good shine and that anyways. Got the door jambs nice and tidy. It's a little bit of you know, paint showing there. Don't know if I'm going to be bothered to may give that a touch up. I've got some spare paint sitting there. We'll see. Sort of adds to the character a little bit. Just, you know. But yeah, the floor's got some. The floor's pretty well clean. There's a few little things that I tried to get out didn't sort of come out as well, but hell of a lot better. So we'll throw the seats back in there, and they've been washed and tidied up. I've got to stitch up one of the seats, but good enough to drive around for now, and my wife can, or I can come back and stitch it up a bit later, and while it's in the car, so not a big deal. I've got some sweet seat covers for it too, so I'll throw these back in the car and throw some seat covers on it and show you what it looks like. But yeah, got this looking a lot better. See you in a bit. Setting up the bubble volcano.
Let's go it everywhere. Stop it. I need to get a bubble. Ah. I'm trying to like catch a bubble.
I think that's a bad idea. We should have put it over there because it's covering Kayla's house. B, we need to move it. So, it's how you doing? She is looking nice. Seats are back in. Some fresh seat covers. How you doing? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get the dash looking heaps more you know, shiny, and the steering wheel in it, and the you know, leather protector and all this business. But yeah, very, very, very nice. Your sweet shoes. You just need to turn them on, dude. So yeah, very, very happy with this. Obviously not fully finished with the detail in the interior, but it's looking so clean now and fresh. And this was a car I ended up getting a lot of money out of it, coin wise. Alright, hang on. So now we're just working on the coils and the spark plugs, putting new spark plugs in it, clean up the coils, see if we can't get it running a bit better because it's missing on one cylinder. Anyways, back in a minute. This might be the reason why we're misfiring. So yeah, last night when I left you, got a bit too dark to keep filming, but we pulled all the plugs, got the engine running right again. It's not running on 5 cylinders anymore, and these are the culprits. Nice, good looking, pretty well rusted out spark plugs. It's yeah, one of the reasons why she wasn't running too well. Plus there was oil in the spark plug wells and all sorts of stuff which we cleaned up. Now she's running like a dream, and look who just turned up. Anyways, fun. She's running well again. So we're gonna put my freshly repainted wipers back on, get this car going, and get to a bit of driving around. So it might not be that exciting today, just driving around getting stuff. But yeah. So we did a thing. The old tray's gone. Been driving it around. So we're gonna give this a good clean up. And put this on. I vacuumed all the stuff off it. So a lot better looking tray. I'll hit both with a pressure cleaner and get them nice and better looking. And yeah, Bobby Girani, or brother-in-law, cross-dressing brother-in-law.
Dressing sister on a Saturday night.
Looks really funny driving around without the back on it. But yeah, anyways. Got ourselves a new tray. This one's in a lot better condition. It's aluminium, so it's not rusty. It's a tad bit longer than the old one, but we'll make it fit. Hey, Brooksy here, Brooksy's Car Restorations, and let me show you what we're up to today. So the blue ute, the Rodeo's in the shop, getting the aircon done. You would have seen in the previous videos, I've got all the backing and that off it. So yeah, we're gonna put the pressure cleaner out. I'm gonna wash all those guards up, clean them up, and then the sides to the ute, I'm gonna clean these up, take all the lettering off it, take all the stickers and the paint off it, you know, give them a good wash. And then we got the tray, I vacuumed it off, so we're going to give it a good scrub and a pressure wash, just get it nice and as clean as we can. And then we're going to wash and detail and eventually buff the old Lancer, get the roof looking nice, and yeah, get all the dust and everything off it, and give the engine a nice pressure clean and wash, and get everything all looking a bit better, getting it ready for sale. So yeah, that's the plan for today so far. I'll get the ute back sometime, probably around lunchtime or a bit after lunch, and then we'll get the under the tray all cleaned up and everything else, and then eventually either this afternoon or tomorrow I'll put this tray on, probably tomorrow. I'll spend most of the day working on the Lancer, I think, and yeah, see how we're going. Alright, anywho, let's get into it. Alright, I've given these a clean off. The rest of that's surface rust, which I'll sand back / grind off and you know, paint or whatever. Same with these ones. I've given these all a good clean up. Just sort of take the signage and that off it. Yeah, got the beast clean. Hopefully, just finished with it. The roof's looking pretty reasonable, but we'll have a better look once we get it in and give it a good buff and polish. But yeah, feeling pretty hopeful. Give the rest of the car a good buff and polish. I'm gonna do something with the rims. I've given this a good scrub with the, what do you call it, brush and the pressure washer. Can't seem to get it too clean, but Dad's got some aluminium cleaner of some sort, reckons it'll do the job, so we'll give it a crack a bit later when he brings it over, and see if we can't get this any shinier. Otherwise, I don't know, I was thinking about the drill brush, or maybe we call it wire wheel or something, maybe. But yeah, it's pretty rough, but I mean, it's a hell of a lot better than what I had. But I reckon I can get a lot cleaner than this, so we'll see. So yeah, get this all cleaned up this afternoon, polished and detailed and whatnot, and then gonna come over and do this as well. Gotta clean this up. So what I'm gonna do next, so I'm gonna move this in, clean that up, give the cabin everything a wash too, get it looking nice, see how the paint turned out, eventually give it a buff and a polish. But yeah, I was hoping to have this up by the weekend, but I've run into some problem and I won't be able to fix it till Monday, so it'll probably be next week, and hopefully this will be up by the weekend, but very likely not. It depends on what happens tomorrow. Yeah, that's how we are going right at the moment. So I'll get the cars moved around and get the back end of that cleaned up, and sometime tomorrow, if we have time, we'll put the tray on. It's not as urgent now because we can't really sell the car anyways until maybe middle of next week now, so I don't want it sitting there obviously, but anyways, we'll see how we go. So we've done a thing. Paint's looking nice. Give the cab a bit of a clean. But the main thing is the new tray. She's partially on and looking pretty spectacular. Got the young fella helping us today.
Alright.
Just lining up the mounts. Looks like he's done the two back ones already.
I've undone it and moved it forward. I haven't put all the top bolts in yet.
Okay.
It's just sitting there. I'm just got the bottom lined up. Probably have to drill a couple of new holes in the top, but a couple will line up. I have to drill a couple extras.
Yeah.
That's all good. It's actually pretty good. It's a 3M tray. It's a really good tray. There's lots of holes along the rails to select from. So.
Triple M, it says.
Triple M, sorry.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Know what you meant.
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, so the middle ones are fitting, the back ones seem to be fitting. It's just the front ones that need to come back a little bit.
Yeah, back and down. I've either got to pack the back up a little bit.
There's another. Is there another set of those spaces? We can make up some spaces.
No, I'll have to make some.
Oh.
And I've got to figure out which end I want to do it because I don't want the tray and the body to be straight.
Yep.
At the moment the tray's sitting down a bit, so I might pack the back a
Yep.
little bit more to get the line straight.
Sounds good. Get it flatter.
Yep.
Although it's not going to be fully straight on this driveway too, because we're on an angle slant.
Well, I'll just pull the spring line through the tray and then line it up with the lines on the body, basically.
But yeah, looking good.
We'll measure up from the ground. It's another way of doing it.
True that. So this is what we're up to today. The good thing about ute trays is they make perfect workbenches. Oops, slipping. Re-drilling the mounts at the front of that part, and then we're good to go. The rest is bolted. And I'm currently painting the flaps. Send those two back. Just assembling these two. Start painting them. And yeah, but the tray makes a really awesome workbench now. Just cleaning up these guys now. Getting them ready to paint. All the lights taken off here.
Video.
Tightening up the bolts, yeah. Don't be sorry. We're working. That's what happens. Alrighty. So we're going to go with the rear tail lights, which Dad is in the process of wiring up. Is that a cool reverse light?
Yeah.
Wonder if we can use that too.
Probably.
Anyways,
I don't know if it's hooked or not.
So yeah, the tray's almost done. Just a bit of wiring left to do, I think.
Wiring the mud guards.
Wiring in the mud guards, yes, which I am currently in the process of painting. And the brackets. Just quickly stop in there, go and get a feed and get back to it. He's hooked up the fuel thing as well. Everything's as it should be. She's strapped down. No, pretty happy so far.
Yeah.
Haven't had any real bad snags anyways. So yeah, I'm gonna go grab some lunch and then we'll pretty much have this build finished, we think, today, so it's good. Then just got to clean her up and get her ready to sell. What do you guys call these? Here in Australia, or in my part of Australia, we call them chip sangers. But I've heard them called lots of different things, lots of different names. So comment below what you call these. And how do you like them? So guys, all the old lights are wired in, including the new license plate lights. They're working. Both the Parkers are working. What's that? Right blinker, left blinker, brakes, reverses, hazards. You didn't replace a single bulb, did ya? What a score. What a score.
This one, the park light on this side didn't light up straight away, but when I went to screw the cover off, I undid 2 bolts and it come on, so I thought, oh, just put the bolts, screws back in again.
And it worked.
It worked.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's good.
Alright, so, guys, all we would do is put the guards on, which we've painted up, same colour as the car. And, Bob's your cross-dressing sister, in-law. We've painted up these brackets, the boomerangs. Done it like a silver metallic. Looks pretty sick. And I'll hook onto the, they'll hook onto the thing in such a fashion. They look pretty nice. So we'll come back when they're on, I guess, and have a look at that. And then I've got to buff and clean the tray and the car, and she's good to go, almost. Alrighty. So this is what we're working with. Blue guard with the white and blue mud flap. It's polished up pretty nicely. I'll paint the rims. We'll put the front guard on. It's blue too. The brackets turned out pretty nice. And yeah. Yeah, about to call it quits. Friday afternoon. It's getting late. Got a fair bit done. Car's still not quite finished. I probably won't get it up for sale by the weekend, which is what I was hoping originally for. But you know, you set goals and you hope to get to them. Sometimes you don't. So we still need to polish and clean this. The dust seems to love this car for some reason. We're going to use some of this stuff. What's it called? Septurn Albright aluminium cleaner. Try and get the tray as clean as humanly possible. Put the two front ones on, put the inner guard and the mud flap back on, clean and detail the interior, which hasn't got much left to do really. Just got to put some product on it. And yeah, tail lights are working, everything's working, the car's drivable again. Got a red speed bump on the back of my truck though. He's drilling out the holes for the second flappy. Right. I got those cleaned up, they were disgusting. They look really nice and sort of new again. I'm gonna punch something. And I've been hitting this and all the littering off, scratching away with the razor blade, getting all that stuff off and using the old acetone to take off the lettering. I did all the lettering that was on this side of the car. And I've got that stuff over there too. The paint. So yeah, from our family to yours, to be continued.